Hey dudes, Blazer Project here, and welcome to another blustery Kansas day where we're playing Beat the Weather again while working on projects. So this is gonna be fun. Now, working on the trailer again, the dumper, but you see how high it is right now. I was gonna try and stick these underneath, but then I got to looking. That's way too high, even for the mower. And also, way too high as far as being a good dump, so plan may be stick it outside, like so, and then put the axle right here, drop it down, and all thread it through. So, that's what this square stock is for, right here. This will be our main support. The flat steel it'll be welded to will be bolted or lag bolted to the bottom right here, and this piece of all thread is the axle. And yeah, I know what you're saying, oh, I'm cheaping out. Well, it's a utility trailer and I don't have the money to buy an actual axle or try and find another one. So plus also it fits through snug, which means it's perfect and it'll work. So that's that. And to keep it off the metal, I got a piece of pipe right here, and to keep the tires on, got washers, lock nuts, also got some larger nuts in my shed. And these flat stocks will be used to make gussets and help strengthen the axle. So I'm gonna lower that down, get my rough measurement, and we're gonna start cutting. So see what we come up with. Okay, after settling on a height, this is what I've come up with. Drop the jack stands all the way down to the bottom, and it actually sits very perfectly. And I figured from the bottom of there, or at least the center, to the bottom of the board is 6 inches from what I can gather. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Cut 2 square tubes 6 inches long, and I'll show you over here. Get the piece of all thread real quick. Come here, you. I'm gonna notch out or cut places for this axle to go through. Weld it in together, use some of the square stock, and it's going to be a solid piece. Then that piece gets welded onto there, but it's not just going to end there. Once we get that all done, there's one thing we got to do, and that's get a grease fitting on it. And I've got those in the house, so I'm going to get to cutting and everything. So hang tight. Damn it. I forgot to do something. Gotta cut the other end. So it's on the right. And that'll give us our square pieces on the end. Oh. So I got more cutting to do. Okay, after cutting, grinding, and everything, got a piece of flat stock on, and that is freaking perfect level. I guess grinding and making sure everything was good definitely helped. Now I've got to find dead center of these things. What you do is measure that, do one side, divide it in half, and that's your dead center. You do the same on here, and you mark it, that's dead center. You do that, and then you start welding, you're golden. Now, I've got to weld all the way around. These, I'm gonna make some L's, some angles that go up and over here on both sides. Then I'm gonna gusset, cut some angle pieces, and gusset them. Those will definitely be strong then. So I've got to dry some metal, get the welders going, and then I got to find dead center of the trailer before I mount these. So this is going to be fun. Let's see what happens. Okay, we'll weld it up. Got all four corners, pushed them straight to the edge, and they're still a little warm. But I was wondering while I was welding why they didn't convert this thing over to a MIG. A lot better and a lot cleaner. Now the all thread, I'm thinking level. Okay, put it on this one. You can see it juts out, but I'm thinking of torching a notch down in there, sinking this in, then keeping it level as possible and welding it. So I'm gonna go grab a tire and get some things taken care of. I gotta cut a pipe, and I wonder where that'll lead me, so hang tight. Okay, both spindles are done. Now I sort of goofed and put them on backwards, but they'll do just fine. I'm not gonna complain. They're done, they're level. Now I just gotta get them on the trailer. This is where the fun part begins. It's not as bad as what those were, but here, see, gotta measure the whole length, find center, and then gotta measure out, but considering I already found center on those, I just gotta match up the lines. So that's a good thing on my part, but then I can lower it down and it'll be on wheels. However, I'm gonna do it on one side and then transfer it to the other side, that way they're even, because if they're crooked or cross-eyed or anything, they will not track straight. And trust me, I've seen it happen. Now, if you wanted to, let's say, demonstration, go out there on find videos of semi-trailers where the axles are not correct, and you will see the trailer is tracking different from what the semi is. From either not being locked in correctly on the tandems when they got slid, or they're completely out of whack. Because trust me, I've seen it happen and it's a pain to fix. Speaking of one of my former jobs. So this step is pretty critical. I'm going to find center and just go from there. Oh, one thing I did before the video started, cut out some more metal and screwed in more bracing. So that's done. Once I get the center found, get the wheels mounted, I'm going to put a piece of metal right between the two and strengthen that, and that'll be the brace for that, and it'll be solid. But this thing's already pretty solid as it sits. I mean, I've got bracing there, underneath. The hinges are back there. The bed has lag bolts all the way around, all the way down. So it is solid. But now I just got to get this done. So let's do it, because like I said at the beginning, racing the weather in Kansas like always. What can I say? I love this state, but sheesh, can Mother Nature just give me a break? Well, back to work. Okay, both of them are on. Now comes the moment of truth. Now, I was gonna put a grease slot in here, but where the tire sits, it's way too deep for what I've got, and personally, I don't want to spend any more money. So, washer, collar, another washer. That's more than enough. Sorry doing this two hands. On goes the tire. One final washer. You know what? Let's put the union on first instead. And I've got anti-seize all the way down the threads, because this is going to be out of the barn, and if we got a flat, I want to change it. Right about there. Give a little bit of movement. Actually, let's go a little tighter. Right there's perfect. I'll just be tightening this up in a moment after I get some adjustables. But you can see there's more than enough room right there, and it spins freely. So I'm going to tighten these up, get this down on the ground, and we'll see what is going on. And I'll show you one more step that's got to happen before we even think of putting the tongue on, which is next time on this thing, and then it'll be pretty much finished except for a coat of paint on the wood. So we'll see what happens. Give me a few. Okay, it's down on its wheels, but there's one thing missing. If you just left it, you put any load on this thing, it'd rip those bolts out. That is why you need a cross support from here all the way to here to make sure it stays straight. And just by the look of it, sheesh, that's the straightest I can see. So that's what the rest of that big long box tube is for. I'm gonna weld a piece from here to here, all four sides, and that will help keep it all in place. Now I'm going to do it down here at the bottom and so forth. The L's, I was going to put them in up there, decided not to. I still got some work to do, but I figured from here to there will be more than enough support, and I can always add in an X as well for extra support too. But she's down on the ground on her own wheels and moves just fine, so I cannot complain. I'm going to get measuring, cutting, and welding, so I'll show you the end result and we'll call it a wrap. Alright, after doing some cleanup work, you can see the cross brace, rolled it in solid. Those ain't going anywhere. So basically that part is done. So, to recap, we got the wheels and tires on, spindles are done, it's rolling straight and true, which is awesome. Now, next time, we're going to put the tongue on, and I've got an idea for the lifting mechanism, so I'll get that tomorrow. But first things first, before we close out the video, some updates. Work, my video schedule may change to Saturday, Sunday, because work's going to change, or they may stay Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. You're just going to have to find out on your own, because I don't know if it's set in stone or not. Oh, shoot, freaking bugs. God damn it. Sorry, the gnats are all over me. Next, July 1st, I'm going to be ordering all the body parts for the Blazer. And I mean all that I need. Floor pan, side rocker panels, everything. So that's a big chunk of change. I'm tired. So that's that. But other than that, biggest way you guys can support me, other than the fact I have a 40-hour job, is subscribe, like, share my videos, heck, even watch them. So like, subscribe, comment. I'll catch you guys all on the flip side. Stay frosty out there and go out and build something. Get out of the house and get away from your computers. You'd be amazed what you can do. So I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.